The author-publisher relationship. Let's talk a little bit about how this relationship works and how it gets started. So to begin with, we have our author, and she's sitting here wondering, how do I publish my work, and how do I find the right publisher? Now, if you're new to publishing, these are big and somewhat scary questions, right? You don't really even know where to start. Well, let's start by thinking about the other side of the story, the editor. Now, an editor represents a publishing company. In this case, she's an acquisitions editor, and her job is to go out and find the authors that are going to write books for her company. Now, she has some questions too. This editor wonders, what am I going to publish and where am I going to find the right author? So what I want to talk about in this video here briefly is how to help these two fit and work together. Ideally, publishing is a very collaborative, collegial partnership between authors, editors, and publishers. And when they make the right choices, when the right editor works with the right author and vice versa, things go smoothly and they work together to the benefit of both. But how do people make these decisions? How do authors find publishers and how do publishers find authors? Well, it all comes down to three things: the mission, audience, and topic of the publishing company. You need to be aligned on all three of these things. So let's talk about them briefly. And this amplifies some of the things in chapter 3 in the course text. So I call this the rhetorical triangle of publishing. First is mission. The mission is basically these questions. What is our purpose and why are we publishing? Publishers publish books and other things for all different kinds of purposes. It might be to make money. It might be to promote scholarship in a particular field. It might be to help people learn how to do something. It might be to help people connect with a particular faith or a particular religion, or maybe to learn about a particular subject matter. There's a wide variety of different missions and different reasons that companies and organizations publish books. So that's the first question to ask: is what is the mission here? What are we doing? What is our purpose in publishing this book? The second related piece of the rhetorical triangle of publishing is the audience. Nobody writes a book for everybody. There is no such thing as a general reader. I'm going to say that about 100 times. There is no such thing as a general reader. People write for specific audiences. Maybe that audience is English teachers. Maybe that audience is small business people. Maybe that audience is entrepreneurs. Maybe that audience is web designers. Maybe that audience is members of a particular church, members of a particular profession. So you have a particular audience, and they are reading your books for a particular reason. Maybe they want to learn something. Maybe they want to discover something new. Maybe they want to build a more successful business. Maybe they want to become better at managing their time. There are all kinds of reasons that people read books. So a publisher has to decide and answer these questions. Who is our audience and why do they read our books? And then finally, topic or subject matter, right? What's the topic of publishing is all about what subjects do we publish in? What do our readers want to learn? Big publishers publish in a wide variety of subjects. Smaller publishers focus in a very specific way on electrical engineering, for example, or nursing, or anatomy and physiology for people who are going to be massage therapists. So organizations and publishers choose particular subjects to specialize in. So as an author, you want to make sure that you find the publisher who shares your vision of the mission, audience, and topic that you're writing about. Same thing as an editor, right? You want to find authors who align with your vision of the mission, audience, and topic. So to make this relationship work, the most important piece is what I like to call alignment. The author and the editor want to be aligned. They want to be pulling in the same direction. They want to have common values and purposes based on the mission, audience, and topic that they're working toward, right? So if you find the right publisher and the publisher finds you and you have good alignment, things are going to go really smoothly. So those are really, the basic criteria that you look for when choosing a publisher. And what I'm trying to suggest here is that if you begin to learn to think like an editor, you can do a better job of basically pitching and proposing your work to that editor, because you understand she needs to align with her mission, audience, and topic if she's going to be successful. Ultimately, publishing is what I like to call shared risks and shared rewards. It's a partnership. The author is risking time most of all. As an author, if you're committing to publish a book, you might be spending years of your life, many hours of time. You're investing expertise, you're investing your reputation. You're basically putting a lot on the line. What rewards might you get as an author? Well, you might get some money, you might get some credibility, you might get some reputation, and you will build an audience. So there's a lot to be gained from the author side. Same thing on the publisher side. The publisher is risking resources. That might be money, that might be editorial time, that might be just mind share at the publishing company. So the publisher is putting some risks in the game too. That publisher is committing to devoting resources and energy to publish the book. The publisher also might get shared rewards too. Maybe they publish a bestseller. Maybe they make some income. Maybe it enhances their reputation as a publisher because they publish a good book. The point here is that there are shared risks and shared rewards. Both the author and the editor have an investment in the process and a benefit in the outcome. So by better understanding this relationship and by thinking about the mission, audience, and topic of the publishing company, I think you can make better choices about what kind of a publisher to work with and how to build that relationship as you go forward. So that's a little snapshot of the author-publisher relationship. I hope that was useful. Thanks for listening.